Ingrid has lost the baby she was expecting. Vic is frustrated by living in her parents' house, and after a furious row with Mrs. Rothwell, he walks out. But Vic and Ingrid patch up their marriage and move into a flat above Christine's, where they try to settle down.
And up we go! And up we go! Oh, you mucky little tart, you've spit in your face. What do you mean by that? Eh? Come on, what do you mean by that?
You'll frighten the life out of him talking to him like that.
No, I don't think he will.
Of course, that shot he knows his Uncle Vic, don't you, Bobby? Don't you, old lad? Do you want to do it again? Here we go, but no more spitting, you understand? Ready? And up we go!
I know we'll get tired of that first.
So, I'm puffed. I'm puffed, young Bobby. I think I'll have a piece of your bottom for my supper.
Aren't you scared of him catching cold playing about nothing on?
No, it's warm enough in here. Anyway, he can have his pyjamas on now. Do you want me to take him?
No, I'll put them on for him.
You're a glutton for punishment.
I don't mind, as long as he doesn't pee on me.
He'll warn you if he wants to do that.
Come on, lad, let's have you into these. What a smart pair of pyjamas. I wish I had a pair like them.
And a sight you'd look.
I'll run you up a pair on my machine.
You do that. Only instead of little boy blue, I'll have dancing girls.
You're frisky enough without dancing girls on your pyjamas.
Oh, do you hear that, young Bobby? Your Auntie Ingrid's telling tales out of school.
I hope you haven't got him too excited to sleep.
No, he'll go, won't you, Bobby, lad? Robert Victor Lester Esquire, dead horse and donkey buyer, will now retire to his room.
Can I take him?
Yeah, you can see if he'll go for you.
Can I take you to bed, Bobby?
Oh, you're deserting your Uncle Vic now, are you? Give us a kiss then before you go. Mwah.
Everything's ready, Ingrid. You can just pop him straight in.
No night to everybody then.
Good night, darling.
Night. Come on then. Oh, you're so anything.
Oh, he's forgotten Bertie blanket. He won't sleep without that. Ingrid.
Hello.
I was beginning to think you stopped off for a crafty pint, David.
I wouldn't do that without you, Vic.
Should hope not.
Isn't it time for the news?
I can't bear to see it. It's been nothing but Cuba for days, and all the regular programmes either changed or pushed back.
She's thinking of writing to President Kennedy to tell him she nearly missed Coronation Street because of him and his blockade.
Shut up,
The
Saki.
course adopted by the Soviet Union yesterday to avoid direct confrontations in the zone of quarantine are welcome to my government. We also welcome the assurance by Chairman Khrushchev in his letter to Earl Russell that the Soviet Union will take no reckless decisions with regard to this crisis.
The feeling in Whitehall is that the crisis is by no means over. Until and unless Russian rockets and technicians are removed from Cuba, the American blockade will still stop Soviet ships carrying arms. The present lull means that the swift Russian attempt to build up a major base in Cuba may well have been nipped in the bud, although they've got enough stuff in already to present a serious threat. The government feels that what the Russians were trying to do in Cuba and what the Chinese...
One way or the other, I think it calls for a drink.
Funny, isn't it? Going about your life, knowing the world might come to an end any minute.
I don't see why they can't settle it between them. What's it got to do with us?
Don't you know anything about anything?
I don't see what you've got to be so clever about. I'm sure other people think like I do. Mother was saying
Yeah,
the
tell
other
us
day...
what she said. Let's hear what bloody world-shaking pronouncement she's been coming out with.
What would you like to drink, Ingrid?
Nothing just now, thanks.
Has Chris said anything about the job I'm after?
I didn't know you wanted anybody to know about it yet.
It's all right in the family. I've applied for a headmastership at a secondary modern school in Leicestershire. Had a letter this week to say I'm on shortlist for interview.
So you might be moving away.
Wouldn't be before next Easter anyway. I'd have to give a term's notice.
We shall miss you.
I might not get it. I don't know what qualifications and experience the other runners have.
You'll be all right. You're a bright lad.
No. You're the bright lad. I'm the once promising young man. Nearly 40, ought to be showing more than promise. Anyway, here's to the future. Saying there's going to be one.
You're not going to put that thing on at this time of night, are you?
I just thought it'd be nice to hear a bit of music.
You'll have the neighbours complaining.
You mean you don't want to listen to it, don't you? Is there any time at all when you don't mind me playing the gramophone?
I just said it was too late, and it is. You don't have to make a thing out of it. I think you've been clever enough for one night.
Oh, how's that?
The way you snapped at me earlier on, trying to show me up in front of Chris and David. Well, I didn't answer back then because I don't like rows in front of other people. But I hope you don't think you were getting away with it. Didn't you notice how embarrassed they were?
Not particularly.
No, you don't when you're showing off. Well, it might seem clever to you, but it doesn't to people listening.
All right, then, I'm sorry.
I wish I thought it'd stop you doing it again the next time you feel like it.
I shan't feel like it if you don't make stupid remarks, shall I?
It must be really awful for you having a wife who's always saying stupid things.
We've all got a cross to bear.
What a clever devil you are. Too clever to live.
Are you going to bed?
I'm going to have a bath first. Are you staring at me?
I was just thinking. You're better looking now than when I first got to know you.
Oh, it's compliments now, is it? Vic?
What?
Do you wish Bobby was ours?
No, why should I?
You seem to make such a fuss of him.
He's a grand little lad.
You would like to have children, though, wouldn't you?
We've plenty of time.
I thought you might have been more upset than you ever said about that second miscarriage. I mean, the first time I brought it on when I fell downstairs, but the second time I hardly knew I was pregnant.
Look, the specialist said there was nothing wrong with you, didn't she? It'd just be a matter of taking extra care.
I just don't want you to think I'm scared, that's all. When do you think we ought to try again?
Like I said, plenty of time.
I sometimes wonder if it isn't you that's scared.
What do you mean?
Of having a baby. Something else to tie you to me.
Don't talk daft.
I have today been informed by Chairman Khrushchev that all of the IL-28 bombers now in Cuba will be withdrawn in 30 days. He also agrees that these planes can be observed and counted as they leave. Inasmuch as this goes a long way towards reducing the danger which faced this hemisphere 4 weeks ago, I have this afternoon instructed the Secretary of Defense to lift our naval quarantine.
That was the President of the United States speaking in Washington today. And that report brings us to the end of this special bulletin.
What I want to know is, where's the catch?
You would, Henry. Everybody else is taking their first easy breath for a week and you're talking about catches.
Oh, I'm relieved. But what I don't see is why the Russians should build missile bases in Cuba without trying to camouflage them, and then agree to dismantle them when the Americans cut up rough.
Well, perhaps they didn't expect the Yanks to get as tough as all that.
Aye. Or perhaps they did expect just that. Oh, I don't know. It's a mystery to me.
'Tis to me and all. Only I'm not trying to analyse it. I'm just bloody glad it's over. Here, listen to this. Dear sir, that television I bought from your shop 2 months ago is very good on the BBC, but there is too many advertisements, keep breaking in on the other side and spoiling the programme. Please will you send your assistant to adjust and oblige, yours faithfully. Here, do you fancy doing a bit of adjusting and obliging, Henry?
Who is it?
Woman in Calderford.
Oh, she's worse than the chap who wanted to swap his 17-inch for a 21 because he thought he weren't getting all the pictures.
Well, isn't that nice?
What's that?
An old mate of mine, a bloke he used to work with at Whittaker's. Yeah, I must have made a bigger impression on him than I thought.
Do you know when Mr. Van Eyten's likely to be back?
I wish he'd keep away altogether and stop poking his nose into things he knows nothing about.
Have you got expectations there, Vic?
Eh?
Well, I've often wondered why you gave up a trade like draftsmanship to work in a shop.
The idea was I'd manage things when he retired.
A pity he won't let go of the reins then, isn't it?
It's his business, Henry.
Oh, aye. And he can do with it what he likes.
Yeah. All right. Mr. Van Eyten. I didn't expect to see you. You shouldn't have come down. You're not up to it yet. Why didn't you ring me if there was something you wanted?
I took a taxi. I thought I'd be all right.
Oh, come and sit down. Henry, watch the shot, will you? Is there anything I can get you, Mr. Van Eyten?
No, I'm all right now, thank you, Victor. Ooh, what a thing it is to be old. The brain's still active, but the body won't keep pace.
You shouldn't try to do so much.
I do hardly anything at all these days. Without you, Victor, I don't know how I'd manage.
I'm glad you feel like that, Mr. Van Eyten. Only I've got to tell you that I'm not very happy about it at present.
Not happy?
Yes. I mean, I'm more or less running the shop from day to day.
And you're running it very well, too.
Thanks very much. But you see, you haven't got your finger on things like you used to. And when you do come down here, there are times when, well, you do things off your own bat and throw the job out of gear.
You mean I interfere where I shouldn't?
Well, I can't say that, can I? I mean, it is your business.
Well, perhaps I have clung on too long. But you know, I've never subscribed to the view that a man should automatically retire from active life at 65, but, well, there does come a time when... As a matter of fact, Victor, I could probably sell out.
Sell out?
Fenwick brothers have intimated that they'd be willing to make an offer.
Well, that's all right, Mr. Van Eyten, but where does it leave me?
You? Oh, they'd be sure to keep you on. I could make that a condition of sale.
But it's not the same thing at all, is it? I didn't leave engineering to be a shop assistant for any Tom, Dick or Harry. I did it to work for you.
But I shan't last forever, Victor. Lately, I've begun to feel my age.
I know, but...
I find your loyalty very touching, Victor.
I don't think loyalty comes into it at this stage, Mr. Van Huyten. At least not on my side. When we had that long talk before, you told me there'd be better prospects than there are for an ordinary shop assistant.
I think I said that one day, when I decided to take things more easily, I should want you to manage the shop. Now you're doing that. And I'm going to have to rely on you a great deal more. So as soon as I'm feeling a little stronger, we must have another little talk about the future.
You're not serious about selling out, then?
Well, I just thought you'd be interested to know they'd made an approach.
They've got shops all over the north. I suppose they'd be glad to take over an old established business here.
Well, they won't get mine. This will be Van Huyten's music shop till I pass on. After that.
Guess who I had a letter from today?
Who?
Albert Conroy.
Conroy? Didn't he go to Australia?
No, he's working down south.
What does he want writing to you?
Why shouldn't he write? He's an old mate.
Never knew that.
But he is, listen. Dear Vic, I hope this reaches your care of the shop, as I don't know your home address. How are married life and the pop fans treating you these days? The reason I'm writing is to ask if you've ever thought of coming back into engineering. I moved down here 18 months ago to a job with a small structural firm, and now I'm chief draftsman, no less. First of all, boss of myself, and now in charge of 2 more draftsmen. One of them is your old pal, Jimmy Slade from Whittaker's, who I persuaded to come down 12 months ago.
Is he offering you a job?
Wait a minute, let me finish. For all I know, you're happy doing what you're doing, but I thought I'd write on the off chance you fancied a change. If you're interested, let me know and I'll fix an expenses-paid trip so you can come and look it over for yourself. Jimmy sends his regards. He seems to have settled down nicely and he's fraternising with the natives to the extent of doing a bit of courting in the town. Yours, Albert Conroy. P.S. It's good ale. What do you think of that, then?
You're not going to entertain it, are you?
No, it's not for me. But it's nice to be asked.
I never knew you and Conroy were friends.
Yeah, some people aren't all they seem to be on top. Some people have hidden depths. I've got to be quite fond of old Conroy.
Well, you'll be able to write back and tell him you don't need his job. Thank you very much. I'll go.
Hi, Chris.
There's a telephone call for you, Vic.
For me?
Man from the shop. Henry something, would it be?
Henry Thomas? I wonder what he wants.
He says it was something about Mr. Van Huyten.
Musicians' Benevolent Fund. Well, I suppose it's gone to a good cause.
Oh, it would have gone to a better cause if it had been left where it was promised.
But he never actually said he'd leave the shop to me, Mother.
You know as well as I do that's the impression he gave both you and your father.
Oh, he gave that impression right enough, but he never made any promises, except them that he kept.
Well, all I know is he persuaded our Victor to leave a good trade, and against my advice, if you remember. Now he finds himself in a dead-end job, just another shop assistant.
I can always go back into engineering, and I shall have 500 quid to take with me, so I can't say I've lost much by.
It's not what you were led to expect. It's all very well you talking about going back into draftsmanship, but look at the seniority you've lost at Whittaker's.
I haven't said I'm going back to Whittaker's. There's a lot of other places. I might even make a break and move right away.
Right away? Have you talked this over with Ingrid? She mightn't take too kindly to that idea, especially now her mother's on her own. You haven't only got yourself to think about now, you know.
I do know. I'm only saying what I might do. I wish you'd stop pouncing on every little thing I say and driving me into corners.
Oh, it's a job when your own mother can't talk to you now.
It's funny, you know, the way Mr. Van Eyton kept on about how much he thought about you, and he had no relatives. I mean, there's only one construction you can fairly put on it.
For all I know, he might have intended changing his will at any time, but he didn't, so he got to make the best of it.
No, you're right, and he's not here now, so there's no use trying to fathom out what was in his mind.
Have you heard from our Jim lately?
Oh, aye, we've heard. We don't see too much of him these days, though.
And when was he over last?
Oh, 3 weeks since. We had a postcard from him yesterday morning to say he couldn't come this weekend because he's staying with a friend of his who lives in Cheshire.
Well, he goes to university to meet people as well as study.
As long as he doesn't start thinking his own home isn't good enough for him.
Nay, you know how Jim's not a lad like that, Mother.
Oh, he wouldn't be the first lad to go away to university and end up with no room for his parents.
You'll have to face it, you know, Mother. You'll never have Jim at home like you had Chris and me. He's off early and he's seeing things and meeting people like I never did. I was in a drawing office at 16. The next thing I knew, I was married. I hope he sees a lot more than I did before he settles down.
Well, neither you nor our Christine's done so badly out of it.
Yeah, well, I'd better be pushing off home.
Aren't you going to stay for a bit of supper?
I hadn't planned to. I don't know what time Ingrid will get back.
Oh, you say her mother's not so well.
Apparently not. That's why she's gone round tonight.
Well, I'll go and put the kettle on while you're making up your mind.
Ingrid's mother hasn't been up to much ever since Mr. Rothwell died.
No.
Yeah, pity about that fine-looking young fellow like that. Cut off in his prime. How old did Ingrid say he was?
48.
Ah, 48. No age at all. It's funny, you know, they're on about this lung cancer in every paper you pick up nowadays. When I was a young chap, nobody said out about it.
Didn't stop you from dying of it?
No, maybe you're right. I still say there's a bit to be said for a bit of ignorance, you know. What you don't know about doesn't worry you. How do you get on with her these days?
Who, Ingrid's mother?
Aye.
We have a sort of armed truce and don't see much of each other. We're both polite and civil when we do. I don't know what she says about me when I'm not there, and I don't suppose Ingrid tells her what I say about her.
Ingrid'll get both sides, I reckon.
I suppose she does.
Seems a common enough situation, I suppose.
Hmm.
Where have you been?
I've been home, like I said.
I didn't think you'd be this late.
It's only 11 o'clock, and anyway, you never asked what time I'd be back.
I just thought you'd be back before this.
We got talking, so I stopped for my supper.
You might as well hang mine up now.
Well, you weren't going out again, were you?
I wanted to go back and stay with Mother tonight.
Why? Isn't she well?
You know very well she's not well.
I mean, is she worse?
She's not well.
Well, if you think you ought to go, then go. I'll walk you back round.
It's too late. She'll have gone to bed. I shall have to pop round first thing in the morning, that's all, and tidy up for her and do her shopping. How are your mother and father?
As usual. They're thinking of buying a smaller house.
I suppose that one is a bit big for them now.
You fancy buying it?
We're all right here, aren't we? It's ours now the Fowlers aren't coming back.
It's all good money going out in rent. We could use that 500 of Mr. Van Eyton's for a deposit on a house.
You haven't got it yet, and you'd be better occupied deciding what you're going to do when you finish at the shop. It won't be long now, will it?
No, as soon as the stock and the books are sorted out.
Why don't you give Mr. Hassop a ring at Whittaker's and see if he can take you back?
I don't know. It looks like engineering again, but I don't fancy going back to Whittaker's. I should be fidgety again inside a month. I've been thinking about that letter from Albert Conroy. I haven't replied to it yet, what with all the upset.
But we can't just pack up and go all that way.
Why not? Other people do it. We don't have to stick round here all our lives, do we?
But I like it here. All my friends are here and there's Mother to think about. I couldn't leave her now.
You wouldn't have to leave her straight away. If I did go, it'd mean me living in digs for a while till I saw if I could settle and find a house.
That'd mean me staying here on my own.
Well, for a bit.
I don't see why we have to go to all that trouble. There are plenty of engineering firms round here.
Look, Ingrid, things haven't worked out like we expected. I've got to go back into engineering, but I just don't feel I can do it here. I need a change. A fresh start, new faces, and a job with prospects.
But all that way?
For crying out loud, it's only 200 miles. People are moving that distance to new jobs all the time.
Have you mentioned it to your mother and dad?
I did say I might fancy moving.
And what did they say?
What does it matter what they said?
I know what my mother'll say.
Now look here, Ingrid. I know your mother's not well, but she's young enough and she'll get over it. This is between you and me, nobody else. If you say you don't want to go, I want good reasons, but your reasons, not ideas your mother's put into your head.
I'm sure there's no need to talk like that.
But there is. Plenty of need. We've had all this kind of thing before, remember? Well, this time I'm scotching it before it starts.
You've made your mind up already, haven't you? I can tell.
Well, you're telling wrong.
You wouldn't be so worked up about it if you hadn't.
It's the bloody principle I'm getting worked up about, not the job.
There's no need to shout.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was.
You were, and I've got a headache.
Yeah, off you go to bed. I'll be there in a minute.
I'd like to get this business settled before I go. Have you made your mind up?
How can I when I haven't even seen the place?
What do you intend doing then?
I'm going to write to Conroy and tell him I'll go down and look it over.
So it's no good me talking, is it?
There's not much point in anybody talking till I've been and had a look.
There's not much point in moving all that way just out of spite either.
Don't talk so damn silly, Ingrid. Look, I was happy enough at the shop, but that's all gone now. It's my place to think about our future, what's best for us. It's my responsibility and nobody else's. And people should remember that before they start to talk.
I'm going to bed.
OK, we'll talk about it another time.
I don't think there's any point in me talking about it again.
Hello, Albert.
Hello, young brownie. Hey, you've grown.
Which way?
Come on. I'll put you in the picture over a bite to eat.
Thanks, Albert. Very nice lunch.
Yeah, you see, young brownie, there are some compensations to working down south. You can see green fields from the office windows. It's not very far away, just outside of town.
I'll tell you the truth, Albert, she's not all that keen at the moment. But she'll come round if she has to.
Well, they don't all. Some of them can't bear to leave their own backyard.
Well, they've bloody well got to go where the living is, haven't they? How noisy it is.
Look, as I see it, you're onto a pretty good thing today. It's not so much you proving yourself as us tempting you.
Hope your boss doesn't ask too many searching questions, Albert. Got very rusty in the last few years.
Oh, that'll all come with use. In here. What's the boss like? Well, Franklin, he's an engineer, not an accountant. Oh, he's been all over the place, done all kinds of things. Just the opposite of your family retainer type at Whittaker's. He knows everybody by the first name, and there's no bull or hangers-on serving out the time till they reach pensionable age. On you go. Sir. Here we are, then. There's nothing fancy about this setup yet. So, don't expect fitted carpets and uniformed commissionaires. Is Franklin in?
Yeah. Hello, mate.
Hey, how are you?
You have a natter with Jimmy, then, eh?
Now then, sunshine, you're a long way from home.
Yeah, so are you.
Oh, nice to have something decorative about the place.
You can look for free.
Who mentioned anything else?
So, how's the old married man then, eh?
Fair to middling.
Ingrid?
About the same. Hey, you're doing a spot of courting these days.
Integration, it's called.
Don't be filthy. Hey, what's the setup here?
Nothing for you to be scared of.
No snags?
Well, the only thing with a firm like this is you don't know how sound they are financially. They were taken over a couple of years ago. That's when Franklin moved in to shake things up a bit. We've got plenty of work on, but for all I know, the people behind it could make a decision tomorrow that would put us all out in the street.
I shan't have a job in a week or two anyway.
Nah, and there's plenty of openings for bright, willing lads, so I'm not worried.
What about this Franklin fella, the boss?
He's all right. Straightforward, he can't stand any flannel.
Can you come in now, Vic?
I'll see you later, maybe.
Yeah. Hey! Astonishingly good luck, mate.
Mr. Franklin, Vic Brown.
Ah, how do you do?
How'd you do?
Sit you down. You'll have had rather a tedious journey.
It meant starting early.
You travelling back today?
I plan to.
Yes, well, we don't have to take too long over this. Albert's told me that he's talked to you about the setup here, and I can take his word for what you can do. So all that remains is for you to decide whether you feel like coming and giving it a try. You're not in engineering just now, are you?
No, I left it to help a man in his record shop. I thought there were prospects, but he died a bit sudden. There's no future there now.
No. How about money?
I couldn't consider less than union rate.
What is the rate just now?
I'm not sure, I've been out of touch.
Oh, I couldn't quote it offhand. Jimmy on that?
I think that Albert said that you were married,
Yeah.
but no children.
No, not yet.
Oh, makes you a bit more mobile anyway.
Yeah. I was wondering about housing and all that.
You'll find it a bit more expensive down here than up north. Man, you shouldn't have too much problem getting rooms with no children for the time being. Does your wife fancy moving down here?
Well, she's not too keen at the moment.
Here's a current union vacancy list. The rates are on there.
Did we advertise in this?
No, I thought I'd sound Vic out first.
Let's have a look then. Oh, yes, here we are. You're what, Vic?
Beg your pardon?
How old?
Oh, sorry, just 25.
25. Yes, well, I was thinking of £18.10 a week for a start, and that's 15 bob above London waiting. Starting with that and see what happens.
That sounds fair enough.
Look, all I'm bothered about is keeping the job moving. Provided I can do that, I'll pay as much as my superiors will let me. Franklin. Yeah. Well, I thought I made that plain, John. Well, he might do, but I told him quite clearly this morning. Well, I'm sorry I didn't tell you two, but I don't know, he didn't understand plain English. Look, I'll be over there in 5 minutes, and he'd better have a good story ready. I won't have both ends played off against the middle. No, you did quite right to tell me. Look, if I have to put up a bloody notice every time I tell somebody to do something, I may as well pack it in. Yes, I'm on my way. I'll have to leave you, Albert. Give Vic any more information that he needs, will you? And if I don't see you again before you go, safe journey back.
Somebody's in for a few straight words.
Is that all there is to it, then?
Well, what else could he do? Asking you 12 times 10.
You must have given me a good report, Albert.
I did, lad. And I know you won't let us down.
It suits you, Albert.
There'll be a chair like this for me when I'm ready. For you too, if you pull your finger out. Now, when can you let us know?
Oh, you're here. I thought you'd got lost.
Hello.
Good evening, Victor. Did you have a successful day?
Yeah, I think so.
I was expecting you before this.
I came as fast as British Railways would let me.
Wasn't there an earlier train?
Not that I could catch.
Don't nag Victor, Ingrid. He's had a long day, he must be tired.
I am. Be nice if I could lie in the morning.
A few hours sleep, you'll be as right as rain again. You've got your health and strength. That's the main thing.
How are you feeling today?
Oh, not too bad. It comes and goes.
Should you be out at this time?
Well, I've got a taxi ordered, but it's late.
That's probably him now. He's here. I'll get your coat.
Thanks, love.
Now, I'll pop round tomorrow on my way home from the office.
Are you sure it's not putting you out?
Of course it isn't. Do you want me to ride round with you and see you in?
Oh, no. You stay here and get Victor something to eat. He must be famished. Well, good night.
Good night.
Want me to come down with you?
No, I'll be all right.
Good night,
Your mother seems a bit better.
It's like she says, some days are better than others.
Can't anybody find out what's wrong with you?
She's going to see a specialist next week. You know what she thinks it is, don't you?
They might find it something they can cure without any trouble.
Yes, but she's scared. And this other thing doesn't help.
What's that?
The idea that I might go away and leave her.
Have you been talking about it?
Of course we've been talking about it. She's a right to know, hasn't she? It's all upsetting. I don't know why you had to start all this just now.
I didn't know Mr. Van Huyten was going to snuff it, did I? And Conroy's job's going now, not in 6 months' time.
There are other jobs.
But not with this kind of money and prospects, and among friends.
You sound as if you like what you saw.
Yeah, I like what I saw.
Did you tell them you'd go?
I said I'd think about it.
When do they want to know?
I said I'd write within the week.
That's no time at all.
I wouldn't have to go next week. I still need a little while to clear up at the shop.
It's still quick. We've never even talked about wanting to move away before.
Things are different now. I've got to make a decision, one that could change our lives.
I like my life well enough as it is.
It's all right for you. You'll give up your job sooner or later and stop at home. I've got a lifetime of working for other people in front of me, and I want to be as happy in it as I can.
Have you had anything to eat?
I had dinner on the train. Conroy gave me my expenses.
I've been hoping all day you'd come back and say it was no good.
I can't say that.
It still doesn't mean you're forced to take it.
I know it doesn't, but I somehow feel I've got to. It's a sort of challenge.
Do you want to get away from me? Is that it?
Don't be daft.
Do you think we could take Mother with us?
I can't see that working. You know what happened when we lived together before?
But we're more settled now. It wouldn't be the same.
Oh, yes, it would. Your mother and I get on best. The least we see of each other.
I don't want to leave her on her own altogether.
She's not an old woman.
But she's not well.
She'll get better, then she'll be all right.
For all we know, she might never be well again.
I'm only trying to do what's best for us. I can't think for everybody. You know, I thought we'd finished with all that long ago. But here we are, up against it again.
Circumstances alter cases.
Aye, and broken noses alter faces.
You sound very bitter.
Do I?
Are you?
What about?
You know what about.
I thought we'd put all that behind us.
I have.
You're still thinking about it, though?
I can't help it sometimes. You don't let me.
What have I said?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't. If you're going to go on looking for hidden meanings in everything I say or do, we shan't get anywhere.
Do you love me, Vic?
Oh, God.
Well, like I say, it's got nothing to do with me. You've got your own lives to lead and your own decisions to make.
That's right, we have.
Oh.
Pay no heed to your mother, Vic. You've got to make up your own mind. It's just that, you know, without Jim away at university and David talking about taking this job in Leicester, she just feels she's losing all her family at once.
It's not just that, though, Dad. She's always full of sour grapes. She just hates any kind of change.
Oh, well, there's safety in what you know, lad. Your mother can't forget the hard times she's been through. You've always half a feeling they could be waiting for you just round the corner again.
It sometimes gets you around the throat and stifles you.
You break clear of it, lad. You've your own way to make. There's nobody else knows better than you what you want to do. If you and Ingrid can agree on that, there's naught else that matters. Hey, I must be away.
I can't stop her, I'll miss my bus.
OK. I'm in no desperate hurry.
Have you made your mind up, then?
What?
Do you really and truly want to take this job?
I think it'll be best for us.
And that's all there is to it.
I'd like you to see it my way.
You'll have to give me time, then.
They want to know in a few days.
Then write and tell them you're going.
Are you sure you mean it?
No, I'm not sure. But you know very well that in the end I'll go anywhere or do anything you want me to.
We're closed until further notice.
I know. I'm from Phoenix. The bank said it was all right for me to come round.
Oh, come in then.
My name is Hallop. You'll be Mr. Brown.
That's right.
All right to have a look round.
It's OK by me.
What are you doing?
A final check on the stock.
Oh, sheet music. Have you been selling this?
No, I found it tucked away upstairs. I thought of chucking it out, but I expect it ought to be accounted for.
Lily of Laguna. Oh, good grief.
There is some a bit more recent than that. It was Mr. Van Huyten's main line at one time. That and pianos.
You didn't find any pianos upstairs?
No, no pianos.
So, it is just records, radios, musical instruments and television.
And a few electrical appliances. We did all right.
Oh, I know. I have seen the books. The owner hadn't been very active for some time, I gather.
He was an old man.
And you really ran the place?
We talked most things over, but he signed the checks.
Well, it's a good position. It's a nice, roomy interior. A lot could be done with it.
There were a few things I wanted to do, but Mr. Van Huyten was too old for expansion and change.
What are you going to do when everything's wound up?
I'm going back into engineering.
Well, I'm here to report on the actual business. There's no reason why I shouldn't mention you to head office.
They wouldn't let me keep the shop, would they?
No. We'd put in our own manager. There are other chances of promotion.
I had a special relationship with Mr. Van Huyten. It's the only reason I came.
Why not think about it? I think you're probably the type who'd do well with us.
No. My plans are made.
Pity. Still, you know best. Well, I'll make it lunchtime. Is there a place to eat?
There's a Dolphin round the corner.
Perhaps you'd like to join me. I think the expenses will run to it.
Okay, thanks.
Ready now?
Ready. From the weight of this case, I must have. Well, I'll drop you a line if there's anything I want.
You'll write to me anyway, won't you?
In a day or two, when I see how things are going.
What do you do about your washing?
Send it to a laundry.
You could bring it home and let me do it for you.
I don't see much point in lugging things backwards and forwards every other weekend. Once it's there, it might as well stay. An attractive little piece, you know. This is it, then?
Yeah. Goodbye. You will write, won't you?
As soon as I can. For Pete's sake, Ingrid, I'll see you in a fortnight.
Mind the door.
I've got to get on.
Oh, what the hell.